Good morning, and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be working on a 2002 Honda CR-V noise issue. A lot of clunking on the car. Before we get started, knowing if it's the lower and upper idler arms with the rubber supports in there, I'm going to change out my link sways. They cost roughly around $11 to $12 online and shipped to you for a couple dollars more. I purchased mine at majestichonda.com on Thursday evening, and here they are Friday. Real fast UPS shipping. The tools required are the usual jack, cross wrench, jack stand. You're going to need a 14mm wrench, not a 9/16. A 9/16 has play. Please do not use that. This is the 3/8 ratchet, 14mm fit on. It is a short handle. I do have a longer handle so I can try to break off the frozen nuts. You have two 14mm screws. You have two different types of links. You cannot just order the same side links. So when you start your project, please make sure the color code's purple and a orange match up for each side. If you're unsure, take off one link, definitely match it up, put that new link on. What this may do, it may stop the clunking at low speeds. And let's get started showing you how to get going changing these parts. Well, the first thing I do is I take off my lock nuts, and if somebody does steal them, it's going to cost you $5 per wheel to get them off. Not a good thing. I take them off and I start to loosen up all my bolts. It's going under the car. I'm not going to worry about it this time. I just loosen up my bolts, and there you go. I'm lining up my jack, so I put my jack stand under correctly. This is going to take the longest part of the operation, jacking up the car. You can get yourself a hydraulic jack that lifts this up in a heartbeat. Take your time, lift your car up. Place your jack stand. My jack stand's placed just where I want it. I'm going to take off my tire. Put these in a nice spot. A lot of people have trouble with these tires. They don't come off. Kick it. Come a little closer, people. Let me bring the camera so I can show you where it's at. It's right here. Here is the link. Look at it. It's on there. There's the bolts connected to the sway bar. Let's get started. I'm sorry guys, I don't have wrench out. but I'm spraying it with WD-40 and lubricant. I don't care if it's combination. I will come back in a few minutes and we'll give this a shot. If you're unsure, like I said, match up orange for orange or yellow for yellow, whatever color you think it is. Hardest part will be getting to that back bolt. Easiest part will be getting to this bolt. Rule of thumb. Your thumb is facing to the left of your left hand, lefty-loosey. Turn your wrench counterclockwise. Do apologize if you do not see the whole thing in there. And I am turning. Woo! Try that one more time. Bring this here for you. I am turning. Woo boy. I think the next thing, I'm going to snap this off. And I don't want to do that. Woo! Whoa, man. Have I tell you this? That sucker is on there. And I think I just broke it. Oh my God. Oh boy.
What's the matter?
I'm teasing. It's all going forward, people. I think I broke it. Well, if you come into a predicament like this, you're gonna have to work yours out yourself. I'm just turning. Not a good thing. What can I do? Cut the video and show you guys later. I do apologize, people, if I could not show you this. The bolt was very tight. The sway bar pushed this out and it snapped. And I'm just trying to get this off the best way possible. And I just cannot have a camera blocking my, way of working. So the bolt is loose. It's just a matter of me putting pressure on it and me trying to work here and show you guys how to get it off. It's not going to spring in your face, trust me. I just was a little shocked to see what has happened here. So there I go. I got one bolt off, and let me tell you, it is not fun, trust me. I got a runny nose. I got neighbors always asking questions, dogs coming up to me while they're walking. How one day this runny nose would disappear. So there you go, the piece is off. Sorry I couldn't show you that. This is my next hardest spot right here. I'm definitely not in the angle. I feel it moving, and trust me, it's not an easy task. Not an easy task. So I may next time leave this to a professional to do. Pay the extra $100 rather than try to struggle on something that I'm just having troubles. I don't have the correct 14mm tool, and man, let me tell you, that's no fun. There I go. I can get into this area. I'm gonna have to change to a wider socket. Let me show you what has happened here. I could basically turn this thing around. I just can't get that leverage I need here. Not a good thing. I just need that little bit of oomph. And I don't have that oomph. This is what I've done. I grabbed the tool. I squeezed it like so. Do apologize, my hands are in the way. And when I did this, I accidentally popped that plastic off, and that's why it snapped in my face. I didn't get full of grease, but there is grease on there. So there is a special tool for this, and I just don't have it. It's a hexagon key in there, and I'm just doing this, like I said, my unconventional way. That's my lamp falling, and I'm just struggling here. I'm gonna knock this thing off. There you go. Just not my day today. I'm gonna try to get a grip around it. Hope I felt the car moved. Didn't like that. Try to get the tool around it again. Like I said, I don't have the correct tools. I'm definitely on there where I need to be, so maybe I could persuade it. Definitely could persuade it. There I go. I got this off. Just gonna take me some time. Always have the correct tools before you do a job. That's #1 key issue here. Not a tough bolt, it's just, man, let me tell you, time consuming. I'll go do a little overview, a little synopsis of what has happened when I get everything off for you. You're supposed to let the wrench do the trick. I'm doing it the opposite way. Oh boy, you guys are getting a barrel laughs out of this one. I'm most sure of it. As long as I get it off, that's all that matters, right? Couple more turns, 3 more turns. That means about 9 more turns of doing this. It's looser, looser, looser. That's about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's off. It's off. Woo! Oh, look at that baby. Just look at that. Hey gang. Woo! I wish I had that on video. You would have seen my expression of me jumping when that thing snapped. It didn't fly, but this thing does have oil in it. This tear is not due to wear and tear, natural. It's due to me using the wrench. And I probably would say this was in perfect working order. If these tabs were broken, these little knobs here, then you would have a problem. So I'm probably just going to change one of them. The other side, it's definitely going to take me the same amount of hours time to do this. It wasn't the bolts that were rusted on. It's basically you need to have the correct tools to do the job, and you need to have a special key that goes in here and an open wrench. I'm using a socket, not good. I'm going to have to use another jack and gently lift up on the disc and put a piece of wood underneath there, because that sway bar extended, and that's where my troubles are at right now. A little bit of pressure. So let's get started on the repair. No need for me to explain where I'm jacking this. It's right underneath the idle arm and now on the disc. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently lift. I want to make sure that I lift the wheel back to the stabilizer bar in there. Once again, yellow for yellow. And that's the one I put on. You can see that I'm lined up and I'm not going to get that on by forcing this down. Is there a particular way of putting these things on? No. As long as you got the angle correctly, you take off the bolts, the 12 millimeters that come with it, and what you do is you put on the ones that you think is the best one here. Don't over tighten anything. It just about misses, as you can see, and I'm going now to jack up the car, the idler, to get it in there. As you can see now, it's sliding in there. Just get a little bit more till you get it. Alright, put the bolts on. Don't loosen the jack to let it down at all. Get these bolts on there secure. Raise it up a little bit more. And you want to make sure this all goes on. Get your crank bar. Now your right hand, righty, where your thumb is going, tighty. And I'm going to start to tighten the bottom one. There probably is a special order for this to go in, and I'm not 100% sure how to go about it. Again, it's my unconventional way. Don't super tighten it. This is basically hand tight. I'm spinning it on there. I'm going to pull back. I'm going to jack up the car just a little bit. And you're going to hear my lamp start to be a problem. Now, I think that's just the amount of height I want to go on. And I want to now slowly turn my tools to get it on. I don't have the correct tools. And as I'm doing this, I can see on my angle the screw going in. I should really have an open end wrench. I should go get a crescent wrench and do this, and that's what I'm going to go do. Be right back, people. Here I got an old crescent wrench, and I'm just basically going to tighten this up by hand, make sure I go the right way. I was going lefty-loosey. And you could use the crescent wrench in two ways. There's a way to put this on and a way to put it off. And we just use it the best way we know. It goes on. So as I do my best to work it around, it's going to take me just the same amount of time as it took me to get it off. And I want to make sure I get my hands on there, the bolts on there nice and good. And there you go. It looks like everything is on there. When I feel I have enough force, I'm going to start to take everything off in reverse order. I'm going to take the jack off the spindle, or the idler arm it's called, and then I'm going to put my wheel back on, lower the car, and my job is done. I'm not nervous. I just like try to figure out what's happening here in my mind. Why am I having such a nice day? The weather's warm. Like I said, I got a runny nose. I think I'm ready to try to use the tool. Get it on there. Make sure I got it nice and tight. That's one turn. Do apologize if my hands get in the way. I wish I had the correct tools to do this. I don't want to strip anything. I want to make sure I can get it on there. Maybe the short pliers. Maybe I could get up here. There I go. Got a nice turn. Nice and tight. Nice. That feels like a torque turn right there. Beautiful. And can you see me down over here in the camera where my hand is at? Let me move the camera down a little for you. And Again, the tripod may be in the way. Get it on there nice and secure. Let me switch over to the shorter socket. That should give me my distance I need to do. And again, the tripod's in my way. And I want to show you guys that I got my link on there. As it's pulling in, do apologize if the tripod is getting hit each time. I try to get the best camera angle for you guys. And that's like my third eye there. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to review my videos. And what I'm going to basically do is edit out all the bad stuff for you guys. And you guys are going to say, no fish, no roadster. No, don't do that. That's nice and tight. I have completely put on a sway link bar. There you go. Hopefully that would stop the noise on this side of the car. Oh boy, the smokers, the chimneys are not out. That's the good thing. I always try to turn that. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm like my other jack. I'll lower this down real gentle. Pressure's going to be on it. Look at that baby go down. Woo! It went down pretty far, right? Get it out of the way. Let's get this tire back on for you guys. Want to get my lamp out of there. So this way you guys can definitely see what I have done back there. Get my tire on. That's it. I definitely double check my work because that's what you have to do, especially when you edit. You want to make sure you do double and triple check work in case I make a mistake. You guys only there watching. I'm there actually driving this vehicle. So there you have it. Showing you how to do the sway links one side of the car. The other side, I think I'm just going to time elapse it and just make a video of it going about it. And you guys get a great laugh out of it. Great laugh. There you go. Make sure your tires are nice and tight, always on there. Good. Remember, I'm not making this super tight, so I'll come back and I'll make sure this is on there. I want to make sure this is on there before I lower it. Here I go. Put this on there. Of course, we lift the car up. It's off the jack stand. Lower it. Pull it out. Tighten up the wheels, every other one. Done. Woo. Man, let me tell you, the scariest part was when I was taking this off. The nut was spinning. I may have said I may have to go to a shop, and then when I put something behind here, I forced this cover off. It popped off. I didn't get sprayed in the face by the lubrication there at all. The thing just basically over here, it popped out of its casing. And luckily I do have a good one here and a busted one here. Not because of my driving, because of putting the tool on there. So as you can see, I'll get nice and close for you guys. I'll put it on macro. I'll move to another area so you can definitely see it in macro. I tore this up myself. And in here, there's going to be oil. Pull it out. See what it looks like? It's going to be oil in there, all that grease. See all that grease in there? That's probably all you're knocking. Amazing what these little pieces are or what they do. Amazing. Really amazing that may have caused all my noise. May. I said may. Let's see if it fixes the problem. So, basically now it's going to be a test run on the road to see if this really fixed the issue. And let's hope that this did a great job taking care of it. $11 once again, a half an hour, got the part off. That's $110 at the Honda dealer. That's $120, and they're going to charge you for a can of lubrication and the tools. I bet you this job would have cost $140, tax included. $10 to give to the guy as a tip if you're inexpensive, and maybe I would say $150 grand total. Thank you very much for watching my unconventional way of taking off this link bar and putting it on. Have a great one, everybody. Glad you enjoyed this video. I will be doing another video of the passenger side, but I may not just edit it. I may run it through and time lapse it. Have a great day.